This week's episode is proudly sponsored by Texas Roadhouse, where there's legendary food with legendary service.
And welcome back to What the Podcast. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
Together we are
Ryan and John.
on the couch as always. Cara Tafolla, Annie the Skovmand. We got little Artie the dog on the floor.
He's on the floor.
Just bringing you the hot gossip from the neighborhood.
I want you all to know, I grabbed my coral sweater, and I went, no, I wore this 2 times on the podcast in a row. So I went for
Changed your mind.
salmon.
And yet, nobody coming for you in the comments talking about you looking like you're wearing salmon.
Looking like a salmon. No.
Looking like a
No.
salmon.
They do love to comment about your outfits quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite
What can I
a bit.
say?
And you fired back, though, on TikTok. I saw you fire back to one. It was
forget
funny.
them.
You're like, that was my inspiration. It just
I mean-
totally shuts down the insult, too. It's
Listen, the only power we have is the comment section. We got to fire back when we
fire
when
back.
we need to.
Well, the comment section
actual
is going to
fire.
be really sad once they find out they can't eat Skittles, Pez, hot
Right into
tamales,
it.
or Trolleys.
Wow. Okay, walk me through that one more time.
Trolley?
Skittles
Oh, the
are
word.
out.
I'll tell you what,
Skittles.
Kara
Yeah.
is all business today.
Yeah, well,
She's
let's-
I am.
right
Let's
into
just
it.
pop right into the business,
Go ahead.
you
It's a
know?
cool day. I want some soup.
There's been a pretty wide ban on snackies here in California, specifically here in
California.
San Diego.
Candies.
Okay,
But it's California specifically, yes.
Yes.
let's hear it. We've got Skittles.
Okay,
Gone
so
for good.
The California Assembly last week passed Bill 418 that would ban the sale of distribution of foods containing chemicals. And the chemicals are
Yeah, let's hear the chemicals.
red dye number 3, titanium dioxide, potassium bromate, brominated vegetable oil, or propylparaben.
What
and
do
these
these
have
do?
been found. These cause cancer.
Okay.
They've been linked to cancer.
Okay, sure.
So it has a lot of things.
But yeah, doesn't everything cause cancer?
I meant more like why are they in the foods to begin
It
with?
says that they're found in Pez, hot tamales, sweethearts,
Preservatives,
Skittles. Yeah. So
Give it that chew factor.
Those ingredients have been banned already in a ton of countries. Like in Europe,
that's-
those are already banned.
That's the whole thing, right, Annie? I think you said that.
Yeah.
Skittles is making like the
They have
versions
different-
without it for
they have
other
different
countries.
Skittles
They're
in
just
Europe.
it's just easier to make it, I guess, and so they do.
it's
it where
probably
they can.
cheaper. It's probably cheaper for them to still mass produce the crappy versions for us as it would be to actually make
the ones that
healthier
are
versions.
distributed in Europe and other countries say real fruit juice on them.
So
on the
Skittles
packaging.
in California doesn't even care. They just flipped a switch. They're like, oh, they finally banned it? Okay. Like, let's just start making the normal non-cancerous
But then,
version.
what
back to
happens
the
with
new
cancer
recipe.
ones? What happens with the cancer ones that are already on my shelves?
You can eat
eat
them
'em.
still.
Because
You'll just get a little bit of cancer.
Any other food that you go to
Small
at a
trace
restaurant
amounts
can
of-
give you cancer.
Cancer.
That's
Right?
what I'm saying. Microwaves. We have not figured out what microwaves do to our bodies yet.
There's
and
signs-
I stand by that.
In Home Goods, there are signs in the kitchenware
Okay.
sections
Okay.
or anything where mugs are, big cups, that literally say these plastics contain chemicals that are linked to cancer.
Well,
on a big sign.
They put the same signs in front of restaurants, in
Yeah.
front of, on the, right when you walk into
Everyone's
Disneyland.
trying to cover a
If you're
lawsuit.
pregnant,
It's like
yeah.
Prop 65 or something.
Yeah.
Right?
I will say America loves to sue people.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
Yeah.
the-
I listened
it's
to
the
a whole
suing-
podcast about that. How in other countries it's not as common practice as here, but Americans love a suing moment.
Yeah.
Americans
ahead.
love us.
Go ahead, Annie. You want to drop the name of that podcast?
Have we been sued before? Or
We're going to get
Ooh,
sued from
who
said
has probably
podcast
sued?
sharing so much of their content.
First of all,
so
if I came back to you and said that podcast wanted to partner with us, you would have a fucking field day. You would love
No,
it.
that would be they would just absorb us. They'd be like, hey, you're already doing all of our stories. You're ours
So
now.
we'll take
So,
you.
Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't want that paycheck?
Listen, I'm way more interested in the partnership with Skittles. I mean, it sounds like they need a marketing
new
boost.
spokesperson.
Yeah, they need a boost. We could be like, hey guys, Skittles, totally fine, don't cause cancer. Like that's our big ad read.
No, our
Trumpet.
big thing is we get the new one and we go, everybody, you don't have to care about it being banned because we have
Wait,
the,
go to my
the
camera.
new
Go to my
Skittle.
camera. Skittles, now cancer free.
Yeah.
And
Pretty good, right?
Oh, we can make a good commercial with that. Like, you know how the M&Ms have their little human characters?
Yeah, not sexy anymore,
But we
right?
will do a Skittle character
But
and
they're
it's them
edgy?
being told that they're cancer free.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's like a doctor's office.
They're like ringing the bell.
oh
Like,
yeah. Like you guys,
that's kind of messed up.
that is not okay.
Is this the potion?
It's
All
gonna
I'm
keep.
saying-
I'm gonna keep it in.
Okay.
But
okay.
holy crap!
Yeah,
All I'm
wait.
saying is
We've
that
hit a
Should we-
new
should
low.
we cut that
No,
out?
no,
Should we
no,
cut
no.
Just
Listen,
move
my
on.
best friend
Okay,
had
okay.
cancer.
Blast
Move
past
on.
it. That's true. That's true.
The exact
All I'm
excuse.
saying is that if I don't
Annie
see
gave us proof.
trolleys, if I don't see trolleys in grocery stores, I'm gonna cry.
Okay, wait.
Annie,
Let's all
blast
take a
past
beat.
it.
Let's all take a beat.
Gosh.
Not the ringing
Wait,
of the
trolleys
bell.
are the weird like the
they're
sour gummy worms.
Gummy worms. Those are part of it too.
Oh, really?
The
Just
trolley brand.
Trolley brand gummy worms?
I think trolley is gross. It's definitely not the superior gummy worm.
Yeah.
The
I'm
sour
Yeah.
gummy worm.
I'm
oh
much
my gosh.
I'm
You're
much
fully
more
correct.
interested in like dollar store,
Oh,
off-brand
I like
gummy
sour
worms.
gummy
You know
worms.
what? Well, you know
That's
what
what I'm
candy
saying.
definitely gives you cancer?
What?
Palmer's chocolate, but it is the best chocolate. It's the dollar store chocolate.
Oh yes.
It's like the lowest of low
Yes.
chocolates, but it hits different.
Palmer's. I
Really?
can't
Palmer's
say
chocolate.
I've ever seen
Oh
that
my
in a
gosh!
store.
I don't know if they mix it with like concrete or something. It's just a little powdery, but it's so good.
Okay.
Starting
right. All right.
starting
Okay.
rumors.
All right.
But I'm just saying, if we can partner with them,
Uh-huh.
I'd love that, and I'll rescind what I just said about you causing cancer. If
Have we
said
said
me
cancer too many
chocolate.
times on the show?
No,
you think
not
it's
enough.
like Macbeth that if we say it too many times, something bad's gonna happen. Bits.
Okay, so anyways, what else is going on in the
I
world?
just
No, I was
Googled
gonna ask a
Palmer's
question.
chocolate.
Yeah, let's see it.
You know what the first thing that came up was?
Cancer.
An eBay listing for Haribo Gold Bears
Okay.
connected for $200,000
$200,000 you're selling gummy bears?
I love that.
in the shape of I don't know what.
Let me see that.
They're just Haribo Gold connected.
Wow.
They were all melted together.
Well, seemed pretty special
What,
to
that
me.
is like interesting, right? Like the things that people buy.
There's no
buy.
description. It says connected
Why, you
Haribo.
don't-
You talking about like a potato
We played a
chip
game
in the
like
shape
this
of
on this show.
Jesus or something?
Yeah.
We played a game on this show a while back called "Did It Sell?" and it was weird things on eBay
Yeah.
Oh,
on whether or not they
wow.
were real and then
We
did they
did.
actually sell or not.
What was the weirdest thing that sold? Do you remember off the top of your head?
I
You were the
don't know.
games master back then, so I just assume.
It was like something in the shape of Jesus. I'm sure. It
Oh
was
yeah,
one of
Chips
those.
they
or something.
love
Yeah.
or Mary. They love a Virgin
Oh yeah,
Mary moment.
Virgin Mary. Yeah, everyone loves it.
Which
If
she
there's-
ended, she wasn't a virgin by then.
I mean,
right?
if there's
She had, like,
one
a bunch
thing
of
we
kids.
know, it's like
All right, just chill.
people love to make money off of Jesus, right? I mean, that's the whole
That's
thing.
true.
Isn't that what's that Duggar's thing that's coming out?
I've tried to find it, but my Hulu is logged out or whatever.
Oh.
Dang.
Whatever
You,
it's
you need a
on.
Hulu login?
John,
I
were you
have- yes.
were you a fan of 19 Kids and Counting? Do you ever watch that show?
I did a couple times. Yeah, it's a
What-
little
what-
off-putting.
Wait, when did you start? When did you watch it? How many
I
kids were there?
couldn't give you a
16.
ballpark.
I was at 16.
16
I
Kids and
watched them
Counting. That-
climb to 19.
That's right. I'm totally with you.
Okay, you're a little invested, a little too invested.
Oh, you didn't watch TLC
Oh,
every
no.
morning like I did?
No,
Kate and John,
no.
John and Kate plus 8,
got
whatever.
there.
The Kates.
Octomom.
watched that
You ever
one.
watch
Octomom?
Octomom? Huh?
Oh, the Octomom.
Oh, you
you
didn't watch
started
Octomom.
watching when they had 19 kids? Fake
Wow,
fan.
fake
Fake
fan.
fan.
By the way, I just want to say the family's in a lot of hot water. They have
Oh,
been for the
they're
last
trash.
4 years.
Yes.
and not surprising one bit, right?
Yes, but I mean, the plot kind of thickens. Like we knew that they were like crazy, super conservative Christian family, but like,
From the beginning. They like couldn't cut their hair, had to wear skirts.
and
kind of
like
vibes.
obviously,
Yeah.
there's always people throw around like, oh, they're like a cult family because there's so many kids and they just keep having kids. But like, apparently, actually, they really
Yeah.
are a cult family.
So they made a point to never specifically say what religion they were. Like
Okay.
it was known that they were Christian. They would say that, Jesus and the Bible, but they didn't really say like, so I always assumed that they were part of the LDS Church, Mormons.
Sure.
And then it comes out that no, they're part of this extremely like conservative like Christian cult.
Yes. It's like the CBS church or something.
Yeah. Which is like kind of is from what I understand is like Mormon adjacent, but
Yeah, sure.
but it's like this one guy, and their whole goal of this church is to be as famous as they can to get the most followers, because they
Oh my
think that's how
gosh.
they're gonna get everyone saved in their own weird way.
Well.
And so they like the Duggars were
Not
like
wrong.
a ploy in this.
Somebody should tell them that Christianity is the #1 religion in the world.
Yeah, I don't
Is
know
it?
why they're
Well, it's
so
certainly
worried about
the
it.
Bible's like the most sold book of all time or something.
Yep.
Billion
right?
copies sold.
Yeah, something like
I'm not
that.
surprised.
Not Mein
Jillion
Kampf?
copies sold.
No.
I
you say
wonder.
that
I
once?
wonder how much that shifted though. Kind of curious.
What do you mean?
Like, because I know it was predominantly Christianity for a long time, but I feel
Oh, I
like
thought you were talking about the books being sold. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
that
no, no.
Bridgerton
No, I'm
series
talking
really
about-
got up there. Huh?
Yeah, J.K. Rowling had a good
Bridgerton.
run.
Had a good run.
J.K.
Got kind
Rowling.
of close to Jesus,
Yeah,
but
she got-
didn't beat
she's
him.
not quite Jesus.
She's kind of homophobic, but you know,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
sells
yeah.
a
She's
lot of books,
problematic.
so.
They all are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're gonna have to watch the
We're gonna have to watch it.
documentary that's coming out.
Oh, okay.
What's
Oh.
that?
I thought you were gonna talk about the movie I sent you that I want to watch. on
Oh my
TikTok.
God! Please
Barney and
no.
Friends.
John.
No,
Okay,
there's
a little backstory. John recently got locked out of his TikTok.
did.
And so he just started a new TikTok profile.
Oh.
But his For You page, I can tell by the stuff he's been sending me lately, it's so broken and like it's not keyed into him. Well, maybe it is.
No,
Maybe
no.
it's revealing to you.
It really isn't. I'm getting such the randomest crap. I sent you the one. This guy went around asking if he could buy someone's dog from them at a dog park, but he kept upping the price. So it got to $5,000, and this guy has three dogs.
I watched that.
And yeah,
I
it
watched
has,
that
it had
one.
three.
Oh,
he has
so
three
your
dogs.
broken for you
No,
page
that's
is
not
Kara's
the weird.
normal For
No,
You page.
I saw that one
he sent me
today.
like 3 Fast and the Furious TikToks in a row.
Well, first of all, I stand by those. I think Vin Diesel is losing his GD mind. By the way, but that's a
I
whole other
stand by
topic.
that. I don't
Yeah.
know why he is, but I'm sure he is.
Oh yeah.
No, his interviews are like not okay. They're doing 2 more of those Fast and Furious freaking movies, and then he's planning spin-offs for the Fast and Furious franchise.
Well, he keeps
Do you
he
think
keeps saying
do we need to like do a hashtag save Vin Diesel? Like, do you think it's a Britney
no. I
moment?
think he loves it. I think he's into it. He like
He's already
started to
shaved the
say
hair, so.
because they keep saying like 10 is going to be the finale, and he keeps saying like, yeah, I can't believe like it's the end of an era. And the interviewers are like, no, it's not. Like they just announced 2 more movies. He's like, I know it's a big finale. It's crazy,
He's like, how can I leave these great actors on the table? Like, there's so many stars involved now.
family.
He's like, how can I don't only give them like 5 seconds each, and it's like, dude, just try something, literally
Yeah, yeah.
anything else. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna live off of that forever. He's gonna be like a
100%.
washed up drunk, being like, "I'm Vin Diesel,
Fast and
family
Furious
forever,"
family.
and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh man, do you remember that guy, Vin Diesel? Yeah, I feel so bad for him." And
I don't
his
know what you're
family."
talking about. He's killing it with that Guardians of the Galaxy
See,
franchise
Oh,
Ryan
and
thinks
that's
he's
where you
okay.
lost me.
because he's
Ryan
doing
is okay.
no. He's
I didn't know he was in that.
I'm Groot.
He's Groot.
All he says is, I am
I'm
Groot the
Groot.
whole time.
I'm Groot.
Yeah.
Shut
said-
the hell up.
Yeah, it's Vin Diesel.
is not Groot.
He's Groot.
Yes, he is.
Look
Yeah.
it up, Kara. I don't.
He
freaking
really
believe
is.
Okay,
that.
I
really?
can stand by that.
Really?
But also,
Did you miss that super huge?
He had to say it once.
Cultural
He only said it
No.
once, and then they
No,
just
they
go.
said he said it thousands of times and in different languages.
Yeah.
That's why he's messed up. It's because
Yeah.
he's so
He's
effed
just like,
up from that.
I am Groot. Staring in the mirror, I am Groot.
They're like, do it kind of happy. He's like, I'm Groot.
And
I'm
So-
Groot.
I'm roasting John's TikTok because
Wait.
circling-
Wait.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the washboard ads for the scene that's coming up tomorrow.
Here's Vin Diesel talking about Groot.
No, it's so good because this is the one that I can take the kids to. They weren't alive when I did.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You are such a
Where's the video of
discuss
him
the word
recording it?
sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? I mean, it's
Okay, I need to find the video.
Cool.
Of
You got it.
Nice.
Here we go.
I'm
I am
Groot.
Groot in different somethings. Different
Uh-oh.
languages behind the scenes.
okay, but it's real different something.
Yo soy Groot.
yo soy Groot.
No way.
No way.
That is.
Oh my god, you're
terrifying.
pancake.
Yo soy Groot.
Okay, that's
I hate that.
creepy
That's
And
kind of
why
fun, though.
He is messed up. I
Wait.
agree with you. He's lost his GD mind.
Yo soy Groot.
Hey, yo so Groot. Is that Portuguese?
Yo soy Groot.
I can't
Wow.
believe you said it right before he said it.
Listen. We're circling back.
Yeah.
Stay with me here.
Okay.
The thread. We lost the
The Vin.
thread, but the thread is
The Vin.
John sent me a trailer or a clip from this crazy, like one of those Christian movie house studios, and it's this new movie where like it's like he's talking to a demon possessed guy, but he's like, no, like we're doing. It was like the craziest clip, and he's like, you're already, you think you're eliminating racism. You're not. You think you're eliminating sexism. You're not. the Democrats don't realize that they're bringing sin back into the world. Like it's like the craziest
No,
clip.
it's
Okay,
just
we
no.
have
Okay,
to watch it.
it's
Go
a
ahead.
movie that's
Yeah.
out,
Uh-huh.
and
Go ahead.
it's kind of interesting. But again, it's a conservative movie. But basically, the whole premise of the movie, without ruining it, is that it's this pastor interviewing a convict because he's pleading that he's possessed by
A
the
demon.
devil. No, the devil
No,
himself.
the devil.
And so the whole thing is like, blah, blah, blah. And there's like these really cool monologues, as you can imagine, about religion and like the war on, Christ
Religion.
versus Satan kind of thing.
Sure.
And, but I sent you a clip, it was like this really conservative white woman. And she's like, the liberals don't want you to see this. And I was like, that wasn't the point. I want to watch the movie because I do think it would be interesting and to see if it's any good. I'm going to say it's probably going to be terrible.
That's the
But-
vibe I got.
But I think it's kind of interesting. It doesn't hurt to try. I mean, if it's something that's like out there, and it's like causing controversy, I think we have an obligation to at
What
least
was
try
the-
it.
We do.
What was
We're
the
completely
TikTok movie
obligated.
that you were watching this morning on your phone? It was the one where it was like the Earth has more CO2 or something in the oceans. Or
The oceans are. I was watching. That was on my For You page today, and it was
What was
like,
that?
Dude,
you know what happens? Like we're all gonna die because there's never been this much CO2 since.
Oh, and it was
on the seventh day the Lord created whatever, and it's like
Yeah.
No,
but the
who's the
oceans
guy
are
that everybody
lower.
hates on The Office, right?
Toby.
Toby. It was that actor.
Yes.
But he was like talking about how the environment is going down. It was from The Newsroom.
Yes.
From The Newsroom.
Oh.
Yes.
Is that any good?
Do you guys feel
That's not Toby.
I can
Yeah,
honestly
it is.
tell you
No, Toby's in
That
it.
was Toby.
I don't know if it's any good. I've
Watch the
fallen into
clips.
the Annie trap where I
'Cause
just
that-
watch clips of movies on TikTok
And then you say you've seen
and then
them.
being like, oh,
He
that's from The
also-
Newsroom.
He had his AirPods in,
Don't know.
but I was watching it and there were captions, so I knew.
I'm just going to say there's also this scary movie that I sent you
Okay.
where people are saying they can only make it through 9 minutes and 45 seconds because it's so like,
Graphic.
not graphic. I've heard it's like legitimately scary. And
Oh.
there,
In the
there's like
first
this
9
one point, and they're saying the Netflix algorithm is saying that most viewers,
Are
like
stopping after 10 minutes.
93.6%, stop exactly at 9 minutes and 46 seconds or something like
Okay,
that.
we need to pass that.
Okay, that sounds like a marketing
Yeah.
gimmick though.
don't know.
They're
Smart.
like they're like, how do we spin this? People
Because,
are
like, the-
stopping watching
the
at
reality
10
is,
minutes.
once you get 10 minutes in, you're most likely gonna finish it. You've already committed 10
They're like,
minutes of your life.
you're just scared. You're just
You're
scared.
just
You don't want to
scared.
keep watching. We're like, no, it was a terrible movie.
It was a horrible movie.
I think
Is
it's
that
worth, I think it's worth watching the first
Is
10
that the
minutes.
A24 one that we saw the commercial
No,
for?
it's a different one. It's called something like It Follows, or not. That might be another movie,
It
actually.
Follows.
It's,
Oh,
I'll
She
find it.
she said yes.
No, it's
she
called-
knows. What is it? Talk to her. Talk to me.
Yeah.
That's the one I want to see.
Let's watch that one tonight.
Yeah, down.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's out yet.
we don't want to watch the Smart List show.
Is
Oh,
that
is it out?
It's out.
Wait.
But
Okay.
you know what?
Forget it.
You know what you have to watch it
Wait,
on?
what Smart List show?
HBO Max.
Nope.
Apple Plus.
Max, their new subscription
Oh.
service.
What?
It's
a
the same thing, isn't
offshoot
it?
of HBO Max. It's a whole different thing you have to get. It's a different app.
No.
So they're gonna have HBO Max and then Max. That
HBO's out of their mind.
no way.
There's no
Stupid.
way in hell I'm doing that.
They're not
Yeah.
just merging. That's crazy.
Maybe I will though.
Too many. I'm gonna say it. Too many streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Too many streaming
Everyone
platforms.
predicted this. It's the new cable. You know.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
paying. You're paying.
I mean,
out
that's
some
literally
way or
like
another.
MTV2 happening. Like it's like MTV and MTV2.
It is at one point there's going to be a company that says, hey, you pay us a flat fee of $110 and you get all the streaming services
And then they'll
or
get
this
sued.
package.
And then you get, I don't know, 100 streaming services.
yeah, and it
Cable.
will be cable.
Yeah, it'll be
It will
channels.
legitimately
It'll literally
be-
be channels.
Did you guys hear?
I'll be honest. I'm getting ready to buy cable just to watch the Potter games. I'm so tired.
I know.
I'm
They make it so hard for you to
tired.
get it.
Like
Yeah.
I even paid the freaking $29.99 for MLB TV, but because
Yeah.
my IP shows, which you can VPN, but it's trash.
Yep.
Like because my IP shows I'm in San Diego, it's blacked out for people in San Diego because of
duh.
the value support
Yeah, you
contract.
should use a VPN.
I do, but it's really slow and glitchy.
Yeah.
But
Did you guys hear MTV is shutting down? the channel?
Altogether?
No,
Altogether.
MTV News.
See you later.
No, I think
Good
MTV.
riddance.
MTV News is shutting down.
So MTV
I heard
what?
the same thing on the radio. They were like,
So
who
what
was
does that
it?
mean?
It was like 90 for 1. It was what's his face, Mario Lopez. He was like, MTV shutting down. Listen, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna stay on this channel because I want to know. And they're
Isn't
like,
that a marketing
MTV
ploy?
News
What is
is
MTV
shutting down
News?
for the first time. And
What is that? Like their Twitter account or something?
I don't know.
Dang.
It's just a social media.
What a
platform.
news
So-
source is MTV. Like,
I
can you
know.
imagine that? Be like,
That's
I
why
heard
it's
it.
called. Hey, that's why it's closed.
That's like the same as saying like,
Yeah.
oh well, I heard this. It's real. I heard it on What the Podcast.
Yeah,
like,
this says a
good luck.
major
okay, screw
A major
you.
Paramount
way.
division announced Tuesday will shutter MTV News and slash its U.S. workforce for 25%,
Yikers.
bringing an end to the iconic music video network's news division that once covered a range of issues from pop
be
culture to
fine.
politics.
Listen,
Guys.
Paul
So
and
no more-
Randy, who are the two people working that division, they'll find other jobs.
Paul and Ted.
You guys know
the
what
people
else
that work that division.
is closing?
What is closing?
The stupid Star Wars cruise.
Oh,
Star Wars
what?
cruise.
Yep.
What the hell's a Star Wars cruise?
Yep.
Oh, you guys don't know about the Star Wars cruise. They had it was like this
Disney
experience,
opens
like it was like a
Star Wars
resort
thing.
where you could go and pay, and it was like you go on a cruise, but it was like a Starship cruiser, and
I
you
It was
look
like
out the window,
$5,000 per person.
and you know those like TV, screen windows where you look out and it's like you're underwater or you're in space
Yeah.
or something. It was like you
was
look out the
called, like,
window
the
and it's
Galactic
space. The
Cruiser or
Galactic
something?
Cruiser, I think.
Yeah, Galactic something.
They're closing it.
Yeah, they freaking lost a ton of money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
$5,000 a pop. I don't know how they're losing money on that. I mean,
Well,
that's-
no one's.
They did the one round for all
Yeah.
the influencers
Yeah.
probably, and because I
Yeah.
remember it was when
You
it
don't
launched,
think-
it was a big thing on my
Yeah.
Interesting.
socials.
Yeah.
You don't think what?
I just kind of feel like there's like Star Wars people are crazy. Like
I know.
Don't you feel like that would have some airtime at least?
Well, I
But-
feel like we watched like a couple influencers on YouTube.
Yeah,
do their
like go to it and.
go throughs. I didn't see or hear anything about it after that.
But I don't think young people go on cruises like old people do they?
I want to.
I want to.
Forget it. I want to be old.
Okay.
I'm done being young. I'm over it.
Okay, but being
Annie,
this feels a little
my cruises
charged.
were when I was young,
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say.
and I
it.
love cruises because you get the ice cream on deck for free.
I mean, they're.
I wish
they're-
I knew what that
It's
was
not for
like.
free.
It's
but-
certainly inexpensive. Like,
Well, you're paying for it one way.
well,
or
yeah,
another.
but
not
like
saying
I
it's
did. My
free.
parents.
they have deals all the
That's why they
time.
do it.
Yeah, all vacations are free when you're a kid.
Yeah.
They have deals all the time, like 4-day, 5-day cruise for like $250, $300 a person,
There's
and
like
that's
a
like
3-day cruise to Mexico we should do.
Yeah.
totally goes down to like Puerto Vallarta
You
or
hate
Cabo or
boats.
whatever.
You hate cruises.
No, I actually like cruises. That's actually sounds like a really great way to travel because you just get on the boat.
It's chill.
You can
And it
get off
takes
if you
you
want to.
to
You don't
different
have
places.
To. Yeah, I think it's great.
You don't want to go to Mexico.
We just need a passport.
No, I think. Well, no, I'd go. I was going to make
Let-
a bold statement, but I didn't. I held
Crazy.
Off. I held off. So
I have a memory of getting off a cruise in Puerto Vallarta, and the second you get off the dock, it's all the little ladies making the custom
Yeah,
bracelets for you.
totally.
And all of the bracelets that they already had pre-made, they never have nothing ever has my name. So we go up to the lady.
yeah, because your name's spelled Kara,
this.
right?
And she made me a little bracelet, and I still have it. I love her bracelet.
It's CARA actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Listen, you know what we are seeing this weekend is
What?
is that Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
movie.
Can you sing the
Live
can you sing
action.
the intro for us?
Part of you.
Yeah, there it is.
What?
That's so good. You're right. Thank you for doing that.
Okay,
You-
but I heard you guys were saying this earlier. They added songs to it.
Oh gosh, it's classic Disney.
Typical Disney lately in the past 10 years. When
Yeah.
was the first like live action that they did?
I don't know, but the live action Aladdin when they added Jasmine's weird song.
Terrible.
Horrible.
Right?
Freaking lemonade mouth ass.
Yeah.
Lemonade
Okay.
mouth ass.
All right. Charged. That was charged.
That was the
She's
girl
in
from
Lemonade Mouth.
Walk me through that. The girl from Lemonade Mouth
Yes.
was
Was
the Jasmine
Jasmine.
in the
Yes.
live action Aladdin
And
movie.
her mouth was an ass.
Okay.
Whoa.
Exactly.
That's kind of veggie.
I don't remember that part.
That's what Kara said.
I would've
Next,
watched that.
We're moving
Okay,
past
so
it.
The Little Mermaid, yes, they've not only is Scuttle being played by Aquafina,
Bad casting.
Interesting.
You don't like that cat?
No.
she has a rap in it. They wrote a rap called Scuttlebutt.
No, not just anybody wrote a rap.
They being, I mean, who do you think wrote a rap for a Disney movie in the
The
past
one.
5 years?
The
Is
only
a sellout.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Really, Annie? You
I
would
mean-
go work for Disney if you could.
Look,
I would sell out, but I would be a sellout.
All right.
I mean,
all right.
he's getting his
hate
bag,
that.
certainly. He's getting something, but you can only only so many characters can do that same like style of rapping that he did
It's like-
in the Heights, like
And
in Hamilton,
Moana,
and
and I'm surprised Frozen 2 didn't squeeze one in there.
they threw him
Give him
in
time.
that new Mary Poppins movie. And
So-
Frozen 3 is coming down the.
This
the
is
pipe.
the song.
No.
This is the song that should have just been kept in it.
let's hear it.
Just
Disney,
play a
you
small
have
bit
no
because we
shame.
can't.
Okay.
Small bit.
We can't get.
This is the Scuttle
Oh.
song from the.
Human stuff.
Okay, so this
Sure.
is not
There
the
you go.
song that's in the movie.
No.
No, that's
No.
from the musical.
Which great song for Scuttle. He
Human
finds
stuff's
all the
great.
human stuff.
It is weird, like incongruous. Why
Chill.
wouldn't like you're Disney, right?
And you already have it written.
You already
Disney.
have.
You already own it.
Why would you pay somebody to do more
Because it's Lynn.
work? Yeah, I guess so.
No, I
Do you
think.
think
guess
he
so.
pitched it?
Do you think he was like, okay, hey guys, what if in your next musical you do a little Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Why- you're
It
just
is John
Travolta.
That's how he
Travolta?
talks. That's how he talks. Little Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Okay, that sounded like Lin-Manuel.
Thank
I'll give
you.
It's like
What?
this. Why did they cast Awkwafina when they had the rap already written? Do you think?
I don't,
No.
all of it's bad.
I mean,
It's
part
all
of me
bad.
says they're trying to cross off. Now, I'm not just saying this because The Little Mermaid is also like,
Canceled.
okay,
You're
look,
canceled.
they cast a black girl as the Little Mermaid. Is that
Not
inclusivity?
Not Annie tried to cancel you right
Yeah,
now.
thanks. By the way, thank you.
I
And he
didn't,
goes,
I didn't even think
canceled.
about that.
You know how much I let slide on this show on that side of the couch, Annie?
That is funny. Yeah, that was good. Thank you for that.
that is probably true. I didn't even think about.
I'm saying,
that.
are they
Yeah.
ticking off like, oh, we're not racist as a company? Like, don't think about like all the years of racism
Yeah.
that we put into our movies. Like, look at this now. We've got a black Little
Yeah.
Mermaid.
And
We
we got
sing
rid-
rap songs.
We
Like,
got
is that
rid of Splash Mountain, and we put
Yeah.
a black princess in there. Okay,
are we
We're
supposed to
not
be like,
racist.
oh, good job, Disney, you did it? Like, you're not racist
yeah,
anymore.
that's what they're trying to do.
Now, do I love seeing inclusivity in new movies? Yes.
Absolutely.
Is,
So it's like-
is Awkwafina Scuttle? No, not for me.
I don't know. I don't
Not
know.
my
she-
Scuttle.
Not
yeah,
for me.
I feel like when you put voice actors, okay, and here's my thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
It's
there's
not a
certain
voice
times where it
actor.
works. Well, that exactly. If you're gonna have a voice actor, they need to embody the character. You can't just have an actor with such a recognizable voice.
Yes,
And the only one that I feel like is
recognizable.
someone who's done it and it's worked well is Will Arnett with like
Uh-huh.
Lego Batman and stuff. Like his voice works really well for that character.
Sure.
You listen to it, you're like, oh, it's Will Arnett.
Sure.
You know, and he's in a couple of them like that. But most of them, I feel like if it's a voice character, like they should embody the character. You hear Awkwafina, you're like, oh, I know exactly who that is.
Okay.
and honestly, her
I-
voice bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Racist.
Oh,
I
Not
see
gonna
that.
lie.
Yeah, you're
Racism.
racist.
Yeah,
Hot
racist.
take.
Okay.
I
All
saw
I know.
an interview. Okay, Sebastian the Crab,
Yeah.
being played by David Diggs.
Yes,
Oh.
it's
Kind
David
of
Diggs.
love.
I love him for sure,
Hamilton.
and he's doing this Jamaican accent, kind of like
Yep.
like
Sebastian.
Sebastian was. Somebody in an interview was like, I just like we know that this character is Jamaican, and you're doing this accent. Can you talk us through like what kind of like stuff you did to learn about this character and really like embody the culture? And he goes, my character is a crab.
Yeah,
So that's that culture, crab culture.
culture.
Like such a stupid question. Like he's supposed to be this like Jamaican character, like respecting Jamaican culture. He's like,
I'm a crab.
I'm just doing this voice. His culture is crab.
He is
So
crap.
good.
So he kind of rides that line
Yeah,
too of
where,
like,
like-
Yeah,
are they being inclusive or are they just making you think they're
characters.
being inclusive? Kind of like what you said, like Awkwafina is obviously an Asian actress,
Yeah.
and so it's like, okay, is that them being like, no,
Like
we're
we haven't had a
inclusive?
prominent Asian person, and like our live action Mulan, freaking, tank. So let's get a prominent Asian actress in there,
Yeah.
and it's like,
I
what?
don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but
But also like,
But it's also
why can't-
Disney,
but
right?
My thing is like, why do we have to cast within that lens?
Their next
why
live
can't we just
actions,
cast
too.
the like? why do we have to be like, oh, we need to make sure that all these people in it? Why don't you just consider them for the main roles from now on? Because they're just as good. Like, why is it?
So then maybe shame on me for being like, oh, they just cast like a Little Mermaid that's black. Like
I was
maybe
thinking
she
about
was.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty shitty of you, actually.
yeah. No, that's fair.
Canceled.
I'm
Called
I'm
it.
willing. I'm willing to accept that. Cancel me for
joking,
that.
I'm joking.
No,
No,
but
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean. Like I feel like Disney is so under the gun for that lately that every time I feel like I'm analyzing it that way. Like
Yeah.
that was an HR move. Like I'm willing to be proved wrong. That
No,
she's
I
really
think
great.
you're
I
right.
would hope, and I would hope it wasn't an HR move on their part. But I
Totally.
think also Disney hasn't really given a lot of, hasn't really shown that it's not an HR move.
And
you
like,
know?
yeah, everything they do is calculated. So like,
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
wouldn't they?
Why is the next 2 live actions Lilo and Stitch and then Moana?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
and
also
then they're in up in
Have you
arms
seen
about,
Lilo? Have you seen Stitch?
no.
It's fake.
It's fake.
What?
I thought it was real too.
Okay. Then never mind.
Oh, it's
They're-
not a real alien.
They previewed.
gosh.
I thought there was a preview of.
It was a fan made. I thought it was real too. I was like, what the
It was awful.
flip? It was bad.
Dang, it was good.
Oh.
Huh?
Well, they're up in arms. People are up in arms about who they've casted as Nani, saying that her skin is too light.
Same thing with
Crazy.
her boyfriend in the movie. Ugh, what's his name? Danny?
Mm-hmm.
Daniel. There was a guy who got cast who he's Asian American, but he was white passing, and
Okay.
he got so much hate that they recast him.
Oh God,
Yeah,
I hate that.
not with the
man.
Nani character. Nothing's come out about the Nani
I
character.
thought
but-
the same thing because she was like Native Hawaiian too,
Yeah,
and they're like,
Nuh-uh.
no,
She's not Hawaiian
Hawaiian enough.
I have to say the little girl is so cute.
That's plain Lilo.
A video was posted of her doing a traditional Tahitian dance.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
she's in a competition doing a Tahitian dance, and she's perfect.
Ah,
so
love
cute.
it.
So
I mean,
cute.
I can't be mad at both. I
don't-
love both of those
Here's
movies.
my thing,
so.
though. Okay, I hate a remake. I hate a remake from a beloved cartoon to a live action.
You
Like,
better
why do
say
we
it.
have to
I
do
do
it?
too.
You better say
Why?
it.
Like, why? Can't you
Because-
just keep it? Keep it
because
the way it was.
All the original animations are all racist in some way.
But
God, they're gonna
so
start doing. They're
is
gonna,
that the
they're
thing?
Gonna move to live action Frozen like now.
Oh,
Yeah,
Frozen,
that's
no,
like-
Frozen was made late enough.
No, they're
I'm
gonna
like,
run out of ideas.
just-
They already are.
Write
Wait,
and create inclusive stories starting now. New
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Just-
Like
yeah.
just tell new stories, right?
Which was
Kate-
Moana, but why are they making
They're
live
literally
action
Taylor
Ah,
Swift.
see, I love Moana.
themselves.
Yeah, I love Moana. Why would they make a
Because Dwayne the Rock Johnson's probably putting up the money
Uh-huh.
to make a live action.
Do you think so?
He's in
Yeah.
hot water at the moment, actually.
What'd he do?
Oh no.
Good.
Well, he. So
It was
apparently,
about
him.
time.
Speaking of Vin, Vin Diesel, we talked about
I
earlier.
already
Diesel.
love this.
Him and Vin Diesel like got in a major beef,
Okay.
and that's why he left the Fast and Furious. But he put
Did they
Dwayne
kill
put
him
up
off?
all the money for Black Adam, and
Okay.
it like $100 million, and it didn't do well.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah,
lost.
he was like a superhero, right?
Yeah,
that was
he-
his whole thing.
He
Black
lost
Superman,
a lot
basically.
of money on that. And so now they're saying he's like rejoining Fast and Furious because
needs money.
the alleged rumor is that he
Needs money.
is like he's like dumping cash because he lost so much on Black Adam that now he's like making up with Vin to be back in the
like,
Fast and Furious.
Vin.
And he's also doing he's pushed the live action Moana because he's literally hurting like
No
financially.
freaking way.
They just did Moana.
and that was a huge DC project. You're telling me he put up all the money for that?
He in all the interviews that they did, he said that this is a pivotal movie in his career because he fronted all the money for it.
Really?
Is that true, Kara? Come on, back me up.
I can look it up really quick.
Come on, Kara.
But speaking of Disney, I wanted to talk about Disney. We'll go back. We'll fact check that. 'cause we'll
Sure,
make
sure.
it's right.
We'll
But
run
in
the
post-show,
numbers,
of course.
We'll run the
But,
numbers. Bring it to the post show. Go ahead.
I was gonna. Did you guys hear
He-
that Disney
he
World?
received
Here it is, here it is.
22.5 million for the project.
Okay. That's peanuts.
And then but then this also says Dwayne Johnson easily recovers the 15 million spent on the ill-fated.
So
Oh.
he spent 15 million.
And he's already got it back.
Okay, so
lost
maybe
time.
not.
Whatever.
Maybe lost wages.
But Disney,
Let's hear
Disney World is moving out of Florida.
No,
What?
they're not.
They're
Pause.
officially-
Stop. What?
Yeah, because the whole thing with DeSantis, he's like
Oh, yeah,
making it
he
so hard
is.
on them that they're like, actually, we're moving. I don't know exactly where they're moving to, but they're building a new park and they're going to be Disney World will never be closed because they're building a new park and they're transitioning everything over, and then they'll
Okay.
close the old park. Go
They
ahead.
haven't announced
Wow.
it technically,
I heard that they did.
but just guess what
Where it is.
state
I
gets
can't
a
remember.
lot of things in the industry done.
Oh, they're just moving next door to Georgia.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. There you go. Yes.
There's
land-
all that space.
Land's
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
Georgia would love to have them.
So DeSantis
Sure.
is like
Georgia
thought he
has a
blocked
lot
them.
of movies.
By the way,
Okay.
Disney won that battle fully.
Oh,
Because
100%.
Disney knew all the board members that were put on the special board, and of course, so like they like locked him out. But Disney's like, we're done with his crap.
Yeah,
like
totally.
They moved, and also it's probably a good move because DeSantis is in a lot of hot water.
Yeah,
for
he's not doing well.
for
He
the
is.
immigration ban that he just put in.
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's making serious moves to be the next Donald Trump. I'll tell you that much. Like,
I think Donnie doesn't have a shot in this next election.
no,
I think,
definitely not. But in terms of like
Okay, but I thought that
crazy
the first
radical
time, too.
conservatism,
Yeah.
yeah,
But even with
he's
like
making moves.
even with Republicans, a lot of Republicans are like, "What the hell's wrong with you, dude?"
So
Yeah.
who's he doing it for then? Like Florida man? Like that's
Yeah.
just like the whole.
well, yeah, because he's taking a lot of heat on this last immigration ban. I mean, there's all these really, and you know, the media. Who knows how bad
Right.
it really is?
Of
but
course.
there's all these construction sites and these things that are normally like full of like, you know, immigrants that are trying to make a wage. You know,
Sure.
and they're all leaving the state now because of this ban. It's so harsh that they could
Dang.
literally get arrested and deported within the day.
Wow.
And it's for anything now. It's not just like because I think before it was like if you get popped for a crime, then that's something that could get you deported. But now I think it's more like they can kind of stop you for
If
pretty
your
much
number runs
anything.
out.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Okay, so walk me through this. So they're gonna take Disney World, put it on a big trailer,
No.
big tractor
They're
trailer.
building a
Yes.
They're building
Move
a new
it.
park
Okay,
while this one's open. Is the plan?
take
tentative plan.
Bikini Bottom
Yeah.
and push it somewhere else.
Yes.
So they're going to build a new park, and then I think what will happen is
Isn't it Florida like slowly sinking too?
I don't know
Into
about
the
that.
Everglades.
The Everglades.
I'm kind of with you on that.
Cool. Which
Like
maybe
start
isn't about
moving resources over.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a transition, but their goal is to not have a single day closed
Sure.
at Florida until
They're
the
fully
Atlanta park
operational.
is fully operational. So they're trying to do this seamless transition, which is probably smart. Except for I thought I heard, and then I could be wrong on this. I thought I heard that you could buy a house in Disneyland in Florida at Disney World.
Isn't it like an
it's
apartment?
Yeah, there's like a housing complex.
So then that's my thing is like, what's going to happen with that? Like
Now, you want to hear something kind of crazy? Disney lore is the idea for Epcot. Are you familiar with Epcot?
Yeah.
All the little towns. It was originally pitched by Walt Disney as a place that people would live. It was like, I don't know if you're caught up on Succession yet.
Yeah.
Spoilers if you're not. Living Plus
Oh, yeah.
is
Yeah.
kind of built around that. Like Epcot was like, oh, this is a place people are gonna live and it's gonna be perfect, and they just buy a house and they can live there.
Crazy.
And obviously, Walt Disney allegedly had some
Doesn't sit well with
anti-Semitic views at the time, and he was like, and it'll be great, and there will be no Jews there. Like, was not the
Yeah.
Hey,
kind of
Walt.
crazy.
Hey, Walt. get
Hey,
off
Walt,
stage.
listen,
Well,
you're gonna have to
off
pump the
the
brakes on
stage.
that.
Yeah.
You know what Disney gave us that I will be eternally grateful for?
Go ahead.
The Joe Bros.
The Joe Bros.
Oh, yeah.
A Disney project.
Did they?
I love them.
Well, I
Hey,
think,
they made them who they
Kind
are.
of controversial though.
but they
'cause were a
finally
band.
they broke out of it. I feel I
Yeah.
don't see them as a
Yeah.
Disney band anymore.
But Disney gave them to us.
Yeah, but I'm saying
It was one single day, John. They played on every commercial break.
Yeah.
The year 3000. No,
I
that
mean,
legit
yeah.
happened.
And then
That is true.
And then Camp Rock.
Yeah, Camp Rock.
Oh, we can erase that one.
And then
Oh,
We rock.
they
love.
broke up.
But
and we thought
then
our lives were over.
yeah,
And now they're back. And the recent album called The
I don't know that
Album.
I don't know that they're back now. Like
wait,
they
wait,
released
wait.
Happiness.
yeah, no, but I feel they're back in full swing. This new album,
Their album's
Yes.
called
Their
The Album.
documentary,
It's called
by
The
the
Album.
way,
Yeah.
their Happiness, whatever
Happiness Begins.
Happiness Begins documentary was so good.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
it?
it was good.
Oh,
We saw them
I
in
didn't watch
concert.
it.
We saw them in
Oh, it was
concert.
good.
oh, they're great.
So emotional.
Literally this last concert tour was so good.
I'm just gonna say it. The
cried.
album of the summer.
Yes.
Really?
Certainly,
I think
it'll be
so, too.
playing on every radio station.
So
certainly
good.
in my car every day. And
They're just raking in the money, huh? Just on a wheelbarrow. Just bring it in. Bring it in, guys.
a lot of TikTok content too.
Yeah.
I'm seeing them very active on TikTok.
And they are
went on,
collaborating
like,
too. With,
now it's like a press tour for your
Yeah.
new
Totally.
album, and it's like all the stops. It's the magazine like TikToks where like Vogue is interviewing them and all like, and then they hit all the podcasts.
Of course.
There's like a wave
they'll
of
be
them
on.
on the
They'll be on
podcast,
Hot
they're
Ones
wave-
probably.
Yeah.
hot ones. That's
Totally.
Good.
You
Yeah.
know.
Of course.
You know.
There's like
Who
all
doesn't
the
want to be on
stops.
hot ones? you know?
Yes.
I
Every
love
stop.
them.
Yeah, so they're going to be on our show next
Kara,
week.
what's
We're going to
going
be
on with that?
interviewing the Joe Bros.
I've
What is
always
going on
I've
with that?
always loved
What
the
is
Jonas
happening
Brothers.
with
This
you?
feels new to me. This whole
Which
love
one?
of
Which one's
Jonas
your
Brothers.
favorite?
Whatever
When I
mask
was
I'm wearing that night.
little, when I was little, it was Nick,
And now,
and now it's Joe.
damn. No
Joe?
love for Kevin.
No, I know you're lying.
No, I love Kevin, but not as much.
Frankie. Only answer.
I love Frankie.
Frankie.
He's unhinged lately. He's
You know
like,
they call him
hey, remember
Franklin?
me? I'm Frankie Jonas.
Isn't that their dad's name?
I'm the bonus
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Jonas.
that their dad's Frankie too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Frankie
know.
Jonas.
I saw this interview with they were playing like Jenga or something. And it was like, if you could be like locked in a room with your brother for like a year, which brother would you choose? And it was Joe, and they were thinking that like he would have to choose between like Nick and Kevin because that's like their big thing. It's like, oh, choose between someone and Kevin, and you're never gonna choose Kevin, whatever.
yeah, Kevin never gets chosen.
And he goes Frankie, or he goes Franklin, probably because that'll give us a lot of time to work things out. There's still, he has some talking to do. So I was like, oh, poor boy.
God, favorite Jonas Brothers song as we wrap here. Go ahead.
Oh, we'll start on the couch.
Love Bug. No, SOS.
Oh, that's a good one.
Love Bug's so good though.
I mean, I'll go next. I
yeah,
think
okay, go this way because Kara, this is extra.
Year 3000 is just a
Classic.
classic. Like I will play
Yep,
that sometimes at weddings too, and depending on obviously the demographic.
It's a
and
cover.
They love it. It's a cover, but it's
Crazy.
good.
Yeah, can you
So
believe
crazy.
that? No, I mean, but theirs is definitely the definitive version. Kara?
You're not gonna say yours?
No, you go ahead.
Are we doing old and new or just new? Or
Whatever
Just
you want.
favorite Jonas Brothers song.
Oh, I'm gonna change it up and do it at this moment.
Uh-huh.
It's Montana on their newest album.
Montana on
It's
the newest album.
Great. I love it.
I'm gonna say Burning Up.
Burning up for you, baby.
I'm burning up on this couch. I need a glass of water.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. Nice
It's
little.
just so like I wore the sweater. It's supposed to be cold, and now
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hot, and we gotta take a break.
Well,
When's the
let's get
post-show?
Annie some water. On the couch as always, Cara Tafolla, Annie the Skovmand. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
We'll see you next week on
On
What the Podcast.
And thank you to
Damn
Texas
it.
Roadhouse.
Did the wrong one.
Thank you,
We'll put
Texas
that in later.
Roadhouse.
Well, she can
We're
thank
gonna-
them too, John.
What's up?
She can thank them also.
Yeah, thank you, Texas Roadhouse.
Canceled. You're canceled, John.
I'm always canceled. Potters are winning.
Oh.